that pleases me, it is the Lord who speaks, to break unjust fetters and undo the thongs of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free and to break every yoke, to share your bread with the hungry and shelter the homeless poor, to clothe the man you see to be naked and not turn from your own kin. Then will your light shine like the dawn, quickly healed over. Your integrity will go before you, and the glory of the Lord behind you. Cry, and the Lord will answer. Loving and gracious God, you who created the world and all it contains, you blessed the earth, made it fruitful, and placed you as your people, endowed with every good gift and spiritual blessing. Cover this place with your presence and enkindle in every heart the spirit of your love and goodness. Turn us away from the idols in our lives and back to worship you, our living and true God. Today we ask you to pour out your Holy Spirit upon the board, management, and staff, shareholders. Fill them with wisdom and understanding as they gather for this meeting, so that all that is done and decided will enable this institution to be a source of support to all who apply for its services, that it may help grow our economy and make our agricultural and manufacturing sector profitable and exploitation and dishonest practices. May all the policies and work of the Aid Bank glorify your name. And he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his own name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of thy life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Father Karam, for this inspiring prayer. Please be seated all. Incidentally, I am Helen Pascal. I'll be chairing this event this morning. I serve with these 8 other distinguished Dominicans on the board of directors of the Agricultural, Industrial, and Development Bank.
Once again, we want to say good morning to everyone joining us at this time. Welcome to live coverage of the annual general meeting of the Agricultural, Industrial, and Development Bank. We have at the head table the manager at the podium, the manager of the bank. We have a number of members of the board of directors. According to the program, we have the welcome remarks, which is being done now by the general manager. Statements by chairperson of the board of directors, His Excellency Martin Charles. Performance by Michael Henderson, the featured address. We also have testimonials, vote of thanks, and of course the adjournments.
For the Rosal Central Constituency and the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Miss Matilda John Rose, General Manager Acting at the Aid Bank, Miss Marie-Therese Johnson, General Manager of Aid Bank, who's currently on assignment, Ministers of Government and Parliamentary representatives present with us, Venezuelan Ambassador, Mr. Shannon Bedminster, Representative of the Financial Secretary, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director of the Dominican Social Security, Mrs. Joanne Lancelot, Chief Financial Officer at Dominican Social Security, Board of Directors of the Aid Bank, Mr. Richard Suraj of PKF St. Lucia, the bank's external auditors, Father Nigel Karam, the Dean of the Rosal Cathedral, management and staff of the Aid Bank, stakeholders and affiliates, guest performer, Goodwill Ambassador, Mrs. Mikel Henderson Del Sol, esteemed customers, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Conference Center of the Dominica State House. In case you need to go to the restroom, it's over this way. Please be comfortable and thank you for coming. I now wish to invite Miss Matilda John Rose, the Acting General Manager, to officially welcome you to this event. Mrs. John.
Good morning. To the Honorable Darren Pinard, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, Ms. Janice Jean-Jacques Thomas, Executive Director of the Dominica Social Security, His Excellency Martin Charles, Ambassador to the People's Republic of China and Chairman of the Aid Bank, Honorable Melissa Popon-Skerrit, Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ms. Marie-Therese Johnson, General Manager of the Aid Bank, presently on assignment, Ministers of Government and Parliamentary Representatives, Mr. Shannon Bedminster, Representative of the Financial Secretary, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director of the Dominica Social Security, Ms. Joanne Lancelot, Chief Financial Officer of the Dominica Social Security, the Board of Directors of the Aid Bank, Mr. Richard Suraj, the Aid Bank's External Auditor at PKF St. Lucia, Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Rosa Cathedral, management and staff of the Aid Bank, stakeholders and affiliates, guest performer, Goodwill Ambassador, Mrs. Mikel Henderson Del Sol, esteemed customers, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant good morning to you all. On behalf of the Board of Directors, management and staff of the Dominica Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank, it is an honor to welcome you to this, the 30th Annual General Meeting of the Aid Bank. This meeting is being held at a time of change, to change with the global reality by working harder towards economic development. We will today highlight the bank's contribution to the economy over the years, its challenges and intentions as outlined in its strategic plan for the period 2020 to 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a distinct honor to welcome the Honorable Darren Pinard, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship, and Small Business Development, with specific responsibility for entrepreneurship and the small business development. He is a representative to the Honorable Minister for Finance, who the bank reports to. The Government of Dominica, Aid Bank's majority shareholder, continues to be resolute in its support and commitment to the Aid Bank. We sincerely appreciate and welcome the representatives of the two shareholders of the bank. Mr. Shannon Bedminster is representing the Financial Secretary, and Mrs. Janice Jean-Jacques Thomas, Executive Director, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director, and Mrs. Joanne Lancelot, Chief Financial Officer representing the Dominica Social Security. To the Chairman of the Board of Directors, we extend, His Excellency Martin Charles, we extend a warm welcome to you. A cordial welcome is extended to the Honorable Ministers of Government and Parliamentary Representatives, members of the Diplomatic Corps, government officials, dignitaries, the Aid Bank auditors, and other distinguished guests. We recognize and welcome DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, QFM, Q95 FM, and the GIS, who are currently broadcasting this event live, and other media representatives, as well as our many listeners and viewers. It is my pleasure to welcome also Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Rosa Cathedral. We recognize and welcome also the performer At this year's annual general meeting, our Goodwill Ambassador, Mrs. Michael Henderson Del Sol. Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly delighted to welcome in a particular way some of our customers who have decided to share this moment with us. And we sincerely appreciate those who have so enthusiastically offered to provide testimonials. Your presence demonstrates your desire to maintain a close relationship with the Aid Bank. We also recognize our many affiliates who continue to partner with us on different levels to advance the bank's agenda in promoting and influencing the economic development of Dominica. To the management and staff of the Aid Bank, we warmly welcome you. The Honorable Minister Darren Pinard, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I trust that this morning's proceedings will be of tremendous benefit to you. Once again, a warm welcome is extended to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ms. John Rose, for welcoming everyone here present. I hope that at this time you all feel very welcomed. We've addressed all of you on more than one occasion. Some of you are a little distracted. Perhaps it's because we didn't single you out. Mr. Darry Williams, welcome. This is my boss, by the way. Thank you. Okay, at this point, I'm going to call on the chairman of the board of directors of the Aid Bank to present his statement, as is done every year. Ambassador, Mr. Martin Charles.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. The Honorable Darren Pinard, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship, and Small Business Development. Mrs. Janice Jean-Jacques Thomas, Executive Director of the Dominica Social Security. Members of Parliament. The Honorable Melissa Popon-Scarrett, constituency. Minister of Housing and Urban Development. Would like to recognize the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly, Mr. Rowe, Ambassador of Venezuela to Dominica, Mr. Shannon Bedminster, representative of the Financial Secretary, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director of the Dominica Social Security, Mrs. Joanne Lancelot, Chief Financial Officer of the Dominica Social Security, members of the Board of Directors of the Aid Bank, Mr. Richard Siraj from PKF, St. Lucia. Remember, we had many interactions via Zoom. Mr. Siraj, welcome. Mr. Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Cathedral. Such an inspiring prayer this morning. Management and staff of the Aid Bank, shareholders and stakeholders and affiliates, to our Goodwill Ambassador, our esteemed customers, but lest I forget, Miss Mary Therese Johnson, who is actually the substantive general manager of the Aid Bank, now on assignment at the CBI unit. We'd like to recognize you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you listening via the media houses, a pleasant good morning to every one of you. And it's my pleasure this morning to report to the shareholders what has transpired over the past 12 months at the Aid Bank. The year 2022 into 2023 continued to show visible signs of economic recovery post the COVID-19 pandemic. Based on the ECCB's annual economic and financial review, economic activity in Dominica increased by 5.9% in 2022, with a positive outlook to pre-pandemic level in 2023. This performance was led by an upsurge in the tourism sector following prior years' decline, and expansion in activities in the productive sectors of manufacturing, agriculture, and transportation. Global indicators, however, continue to direct us to the presence of geopolitical factors, such as the war in Ukraine, slowing global economies, a surge in global commodity prices, and climate change risks. The Honorable Minister of Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience, and Social Security, in his 2023-2024 National Budget Address, underscored the call from the Honorable Prime Minister for a national reset in light of our present-day circumstances and the environment in which we operate. We are called to change the way we operate in order to sustain our investments and gains and to traverse through these global challenges. The Aid Bank, a major driver of economic growth, continues to demonstrate its commitment towards government's objectives through greater focus on productive sector development and economic, financial, social, and environmental sustainability. In December 2021, the government of Dominica, through the Caribbean Development Bank, made available to the Aid Bank a line of credit valued at EC 27.8 million to provide support to micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. I can report that at the end of June 30th, 2023, a total of 16.35 million, or 58.58% of the amount has been committed to the productive sectors of agriculture, tourism, manufacturing, transportation, and services. We have seen the emergence of new businesses and the expansion of existing ones, which have created additional jobs and the economic growth in the key sectors. The Kalinago Development Fund, which was established by the government of Dominica at the Aid Bank in March 2022, continues to show remarkable growth with the development of micro, small, and medium-sized businesses in the Kalinago territory. This timely initiative demonstrates the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister to reduce unemployment, achieve economic stability, and improve the standard of living of the Kalinago people. The industrial estates properties, the Aid Bank's second largest investment portfolio, continue to serve its purpose through the provision of appropriate space at subsidized rental rates to the economic sectors of Dominica. By the end of June 30th, 2023, the market value of these properties increased by 11.13% from 65.5 million to 72.5 million, with a total of 1,291 persons employed in various enterprises within the estates. As part of our development focus, the bank will undertake a major beautification project of the Kingfield Industrial Estates, thereby creating the environment to attract high-end clients, especially in the ICT and manufacturing sectors. As chairman, I can report that by the end of the financial year, June 30th, 2023, the Aid Bank again saw improvement in its statement of financial position, brought about by an increased value of its investment properties and a stronger equity position. For the year ended June 30th, 2023, the bank's continued efforts at management of its loan portfolio and the enhanced value of its investment properties realized an overall total comprehensive income of 1.2 million. The bank is mindful of the need to remain focused and not to become complacent. As we have moved towards the end of our strategic period, 2020 to 2024, into a new strategic period, we will continue to embrace the government's call for a national reset. With an enhanced marketing plan, the bank will strengthen its public-private sector partnerships, particularly in the areas of tourism, manufacturing, agriculture, fisheries, and investments. We will focus on increasing our market share in the areas of renewable energy and energy efficiency. And with the international airport, which is now under construction, the bank will work with clients who are interested in increasing the country's hotel stock. We will invest in culinary arts, promote the blue and green economies, and export promotion and import substitution mechanisms. We will engage development and investment partners as we seek to fulfill our mandate. The bank's non-performing portfolio continues to be a challenge. During the next financial year, the bank will embark on a drive to reduce the level of delinquency. Unfortunately, there are some customers who continue to be delinquent. We therefore call on you to make good your promise to settle your debts. The bank will endeavor to undertake an aggressive recovery drive. During the last annual meeting, the bank launched its upgraded website, which provides another option in accessing reliable information. This platform is dynamic in nature, and enhancements are continuously being made to address customer needs. Our employees remain our most important resource. Therefore, we will focus on organizational efficiency through adequate human resource capacity, staff training and development, and staff health and wellness. Operational efficiency will continue to be enhanced through cost containment, focus on customer service excellence, enhance internal procedures, business continuity, and continue our corporate social responsibility. The Aid Bank acknowledges the valuable support of the government of Dominica, who continues to utilize the bank as a key vehicle towards economic development. We are thankful for the confidence placed in the Aid Bank and assure you that we will continue to undertake these objectives with vigor and endurance. Sincere gratitude is expressed to the Honorable Prime Minister, who manifests effective leadership towards the growth and development of the economy. We thank you for your timely interventions in ensuring that funds are made available to the bank. To the Honorable Minister of Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience and Social Security, Dr. Irvin McIntyre, we are grateful for your guidance in the delivery of regulatory and financial support to the Aid Bank. To the Financial Secretary, Ms. Dennis Edwards, you continue to provide valuable support in ensuring that the bank is in compliance and adherence to good corporate governance. Your continued interest in the bank demonstrates your commitment and unwavering support to the bank as we seek to work towards the advancement of the economic prosperity of Dominica. We are grateful to the Dominica Social Security, our minority shareholder, for your commitment in seeking to address the challenges faced by the Aid Bank as a development financial institution. I wish to acknowledge and express my sincere gratitude to my fellow directors who serve the Aid Bank and the country by extension with distinction and dedication. The bank appreciates your commitment and relentless pursuit for an Aid Bank that will always be at the service of its customers, for an Aid Bank that will regain its prominence in the environment in which we operate. To the management and staff of the bank, we are grateful for your committed and dedicated service. Thanks for your contribution to nation building. We thank most sincerely our customers, many of whom are here today, who have partnered with us towards the growth of the productive sectors. We reassure you that our best efforts will be placed towards your service and shall continue to provide affordable, quality products to satisfy your ever-changing needs. We remain thankful to God Almighty for his blessings on the bank and the Commonwealth of Dominica. I end by providing the assurance to the government of Dominica that the Aid Bank embraces the call for a national reset, to change with the global reality and navigate through the global challenges by working harder towards the path of resilience and sustainable development. Shareholders, I thank you for affording me the courtesy to report to you on the work of the Aid Bank for the financial year ended June 30th, 2023. I thank you.
And I thank you, His Excellency Martin Charles, for the statement and for sharing much of the good news that's happening at the Aid Bank that perhaps many of you were not aware of. Aid Bank is pretty quiet, but there's a lot happening at the Aid Bank. A lot of difference is being made by the efforts of the government of Dominica and the Aid Bank. So if you haven't been to Aid Bank, we want to invite you at some point soon to speak with the Aid Bank staff about what Aid Bank can offer to you or people that you will know. Now we've had this statement by the chairman, and we need to have something a little bit more relaxing. We have on the agenda our Princess of Song, Mikel Henderson. I don't know about you all, but this lady has really been a star from the time she was in high school. I remember her singing the very first concert at Arrow House of Culture, you know, the skirt swinging, with the ribbons on her shoulder. And she's here with us today. I think about maybe 20-something years later. So, Mikel, the stage is yours.
want them to know they can strip me of all my love, my clothes, my home, but tell them I know. So I want them to know too. They can get everything they want from me, but there's one thing they cannot have. You see, my pride, my pride, my pride. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I sit down and say like this, they're all very proud of me, but very, very proud. No, they touching me for everything I said before I died. They may desecrate my body, but they still won't have my pride. I want to let them know. I want them to know. They can shoot me. Oh, tell them I know. So I want them to know too. They can take everything they want from me, but there's one thing they cannot have. You see, my pride, my pride, my pride. I want them to know. I want them to know. I want them to. I want to let them know. I want them to know. I want them to know. Say I want them to know. And I want them to know. And I want them to know. I want them to know. I want them to know. I want to let them know. So this one is dedicated to the lovely island of Dominica. It's become an independence anthem. So it was also requested today. And do feel free to dance if you want to. You know, this is a nice welcoming atmosphere, right? Of course. Sing along. And I on Peggy Belly, she said, baby, I don't lie and let me say. Nobody takes my much time. No message como se le I'm diciendo mi bebé. I want you to sing that with me. For Dominica, no can't get you to Dominica. the box wide, and we can tell you it's never stronger than sweat, hand in hand, then two the next millennium. All my people make the knowledge and wisdom. 21 years we have been watching. We had to continue to build this. And now, everybody, be Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Mikhail. This was really spectacular. This is really what you call good citizenship, good representation of Dominica. Her music is relevant because, and that would have been 2000 and very early, many years ago. And this song is, yes, and it is still very relevant. And Mikhail, good job, thank you. To stop the humming in our heads, also prepare to hear, to listen to and hear. And Pinard, he is the minister in the, let me have a look, excuse me. Titles, because it's quite a long one. So it's Honorable Darren Pinard. He's the Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor, Public Service, Small Business Development. Honorable Pinard, the podium is yours.
Deputy Speaker to the House of Assembly, the Honorable Philip Rule, His Excellency Martin Charles, Ambassador to the People's Republic of China and Chairman of the Aid Bank and Development, Ms. Matilda John Rose, General Manager acting at the Aid Bank, and Ms. Marie-Therese Johnson, the Substantive Manager of the Aid Bank, who is currently on assignment, Mr. Shannon Bedminster, Representative of the Financial Secretary, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director of the Dominica Society, the Board of Directors of the Aid Bank, Mr. Richard Siraj, PKF St. Lucia, our external auditors, Father Nigel Anderson Del Sol, our esteemed customers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everybody. It is both an institution that has contributed significantly to Dominica's economic development, especially through the steadfast support of our micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. As the Minister responsible for the MSME development, I am proud to speak on the considerable strides we have made and the promising path we are charting for the future economy, contributing significantly to our gross domestic product. They are the embodiment of the Dominican spirit, accounting for employment of over 15,000 individuals. MSMEs operating on island are continuing to harness the opportunities provided through our government interventions. The credit facilities available scale up and achieve regional and global competitiveness within niche market segments. We are helping our small businesses owners to focus on innovation, enhance branding and labeling, and explore the expansion of product lines and ranges. These facilities at the Aid Bank represent the government's commitment to improving access to finance at lower development interest rates rather than the prevailing market interest rates. This strategic approach is a testament to our dedication to fostering a robust and resilient environment where businesses can thrive. The vision and mission of the Aid Bank align seamlessly with our government's initiatives, which is to drive sustainable economic growth and development through the provision of innovative and affordable financing. We remain steadfast in our commitment to empower entrepreneurs, ensuring that they have the resources they need to contribute meaningfully to their success and to the success of our nation by extension. The government of Dominica has, over the past decade, allocated substantial funds to support MSMEs through the Aid Bank. This includes, first recently, the launch of the MSME loan facility with an amount of $27.8 million from the Caribbean Development Bank. Now, these funds are provided at concessionary terms, including interest rates at a mere 3.5% per annum, and also having a reasonable grace period at the loan origination. This government's unwavering support for small businesses aims to stimulate growth in the local economy and open doors for entrepreneurs across the various sectors. It is not merely an investment in businesses, but an investment in the people and the future of Dominica. I must make mention of the Kalinago Development Fund facility, which is managed by the Aid Bank, and it is envisaged as a self-sustainable economic institution. The fund aims to support socio-economic empowerment of our indigenous people through the provision of debt financing, technical assistance, and training. Access to finance continues to be a major challenge, limiting our indigenous people from reaching their full potential. The inability of the Kalinago people to secure loans from traditional financial institutions like commercial banks and credit unions is regarded as a major obstacle to their social and economic advancement. The Kalinago Development Fund therefore seeks to mitigate the restrictions to access development financing. I extend my gratitude to the board and management of the Aid Bank for helping us to implement and facilitate these important interventions. Despite the impact of the COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine, resulting in heightened shipping costs, soaring prices of raw materials, and inflation in general, in addition, performance has been nothing short of sterling. It is noteworthy that the government of Dominica continues to sustain and support the existence of its development bank, despite the challenging global economy, suggests that it has not only fulfilled its mandate, but has been doing so in a very sustainable manner. The bank is encouraged to continue developing mechanisms to improve on its performance and overall usefulness to the Dominican public. To our cherished customers, and most notably the MSMEs, your unwavering stewardship fuels our collective success. Your spirit is the cornerstone upon which we will build a brighter future. I encourage all eligible businesses to seize the opportunity available here to achieve sustainable growth. The funds have been secured for you to catalyze growth in the small business. I also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the Caribbean Development Bank for its partnership with the government and the people of Dominica. With the Aid Bank, we are committed to stimulating growth in the local economy, creating employment, and enhancing our nation's security. Thank you all for your unwavering dedication to success in this institution. Here's to 30 years of exemplary service and to many years of empowering our people and
Thank you, Honorable. That are being done through the Ministry of Entrepreneurship. One of the things that we heard is that he is reporting about 15,000 are currently benefiting from those funds. And if you were to do some simple math, our population is about 70,000 people. Our people are probably aged, and also there are some minors, maybe looking at about 50,000 people who probably would be working people. So 15,000 are engaged as small business owners. It means that probably many of our young people may be, and I think I know that as well, but I wasn't aware of so many, maybe doing a little bit of small business on the side to probably support themselves and probably to eventually springboard into bigger businesses. So it's good that our government can provide an avenue for people to pursue their dreams and their passions and to be more productive to help develop our country in big ways. Young people who may have benefited from that kind of facility, probably small business, medium-sized businesses, have been doing business with the Aid Bank. And today we have 2 of those customers who are willing and we're quite happy to share the testimonials on their experience and the great things that they're doing and the dreams perhaps. They share their dreams with us. So I ask you to please welcome with me Mr. Kyle Francis firstly. He's a manufacturer, and he might tell you about his merchandise, and he might be encouraging you to support it in the future. As far as I'm aware, he's one who's promoting sustainable practices. He'll tell you more himself. So ladies and gentlemen, let's invite Mr. Kyle Francis to speak with us on his venture.
Honorable Ian Pinard, Darren Pinard, sorry, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship, and Small Business Development. Mrs. Janice Jarjak Thomas, Social Director, Dominica Social Security, His Excellency Martin Charles, Ambassador to the People's Republic of China and Chairman of the Aid Bank, Mrs. Matilda John Rose, General Manager, Minister of Government and Parliamentary Representative, Minister, Representative of the Financial Secretary, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director, Dominica Social, Mrs. Joanne Lancelot, Chief Financial Officer, Dominica Social Security, Board of Directors of the Aid Bank, Mr. Richard Seju, PKF, St. Lucia, External Auditors, Father Nigel Karam, the Dean of the Roseau St. Cathedral, management and staff of the Aid Bank, stakeholders, affiliates, guest performer, Mrs. Mickey Henderson, Del Sol, esteemed customers, ladies and gentlemen, greetings. I am honored to have the opportunity to share our experience with the invaluable support we received from the Aid Bank in establishing Dominica's only manufacturing box company. Yeah. With the generous financial assistance and unwavering guidance from the Aid Bank, we were able to realize our vision of establishing biodegradable, disposable food containers The funding provided by the Aid Bank enabled us to procure cutting-edge machinery, implement sustainable manufacturing practices, and create job opportunities throughout the entire island. This investment has not only blossomed our community growth, but has also contributed to the local economy by fostering innovation and employment. Furthermore, the expertise and ongoing mentorship offered by the team at the Aid Bank have been instrumental in steering us towards success. Their commitment to fostering sustainable development and their understanding of the intricacies of the manufacturing sector has been invaluable in helping us navigating challenges and seizing opportunities. As a result of the support of Aid Bank, our disposable container factory has not only become a beacon of efficiency and quality, but also has positioned us as a significant contributor in the industrial landscape. We are immensely grateful for the trust and confidence that Aid Bank has placed in our vision, venture, and we remain committed to upholding the principle of responsible and inclusive growth. In conclusion, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to Aid Bank for their unwavering support and belief in our vision. The impact of their investment extends far beyond our factory walls and has resonated throughout our community. We look forward to continuing the journey together, creating enduring value and making a positive difference in the lives of many. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Francis, for sharing with us. And if you look to my left, you'll see some of the products that he's offering. And Mr. Francis, maybe you can tell us where these are available, which of the caterers are using your stuff, which of the supermarkets are selling? Island-wide. Good job.
Those are the things that they make.
Yes. Yes, even these for the parties and so on. Yeah, you want to pass them around? There's a Spanish thing to his name, a Spanish ring.
Well, actually, one of us students look from the Aid Bank as well, so we have been there from the
Plato's thing, yes. Okay. And we thank you for being an exemplary customer as well. Good job. Now, we also have a testimonial from Ms. Jewel Honore, who is a female Miss Honore. We all have been addressed previously, so there's really no need for the salutation, if you don't mind. You could probably just, whatever. So, Ms. Honore.
Good morning, everyone. Protocol has already been established. I am deeply honored to stand before you today, humbled by the opportunity to express the profound impact of 8bank's unwavering support and as a farmer. As I reflect on the transformative journey enabled by the aid provided, I am grateful for the vital role the bank has played in revolutionizing not only my agricultural practices, but also my perspective on farming as a sustainable business venture. The journey began with the realization that conventional farming practices, while steeped in heritage and tradition, were often hindered by limited access to resources and financial support. However, 8bank's empowerment within our country provided a beacon of hope. With access to the low-interest farming loans, a door of opportunity swung open for me, illuminating my path towards innovation and sustainable growth. With the infusion of the capital provided, I embarked on an ambitious endeavor to expand my farm operations and view farming through a new lens as a business opportunity ripe for strategic planning and entrepreneurship. I invested in modern equipment, adopted innovative techniques, and diversified my crops. The results, a remarkable upturn in profitability, and that not only secured my livelihood, but paved the way for sustainable growth. Additionally, there was a shift in my approach, inspiring me to undertake the development of a comprehensive record-keeping system tailored to the needs of modern farmers. I am deeply grateful for the exemplary guidance and expertise provided by the dedicated team at 8bank. Their unwavering commitment to sustainable agriculture, coupled with a profound understanding of the unique challenges faced by farmers, has been instrumental in my journey towards success. Their support not only facilitated the transition of modern farming practices, but also instilled within me a sense of empowerment. I am a living testament to the transformative impact of 8bank's mission and vision. As a grateful beneficiary, I am honored to share my journey of growth and success. I encourage fellow farmers to seize the opportunity presented by 8bank's low-interest farmers loans. Let us harness this invaluable resource to propel our agricultural enterprises forward and cultivate a future of prosperity for all. Thank you for the opportunity to share my testimonial. May the seed sown through initiatives such as Farmers Loan Program continue to yield bountiful harvest of progress and prosperity for generations to come. I thank you.
Okay, and we thank you also, Ms. Honoré, for taking on the responsibility of working to ensure food security. And as we can see, we have had the young people and our young lady in agriculture. So this is commendable. So let's give a round of applause one more time. Okay, right at this time, I'd like to invite our Deputy Chairman, Director Simpson Gregoire, to give us the vote of thanks. Mr. Gregoire.
Honorable Darren Pinard, Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development. Ms. Janice Jacques Thomas, Executive Director, Dominican Social Security. His Excellency Martin Charles, Ambassador to the People's Republic of China and the Chairman of the 8bank. Honorable Melissa Popon-Skerrit, Member of Parliament for the Roseau constituency and Minister of Housing and Urban Development. Ms. Matilda John Rose, General Manager, 8 Bank, Ms. Marie Johnson, General Manager, 8 Bank, presently on assignment, Ministers of Government, and Parliamentary Representative, Mr. Shannon Bedminster, Representative of the Financial Secretary, Mr. Augustus Etienne, Deputy Director, Dominica Social Security, Mrs. Joan Lancelot, Chief Financial Officer, Dominica Social Security, Board of Directors, 8 Bank, Mr. Richard Sharaj, PKF, St. Lucia, our external auditors, Father Nigel Karam, Dean of the Roseau Cathedral, manager and staff of 8 Bank, stakeholders and affiliates, guest performer, Goodwill Ambassador, Ms. Michelle Henderson Del Sol, Mistress. Esteemed customers, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Directors, management and staff of the 8 Bank, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone here present for gracing us with your presence at this 30th annual general meeting of the 8 Bank. It's been a truly enriching and insightful experience. I would like to extend sincere thanks to God Almighty. Without His grace and mercy, the success of this event would not have been possible. Deeply appreciation to Father Nigel Karam for welcoming the Holy Spirit into this session. We extend our sincere thanks to our distinguished featured speaker, Honorable Darren Pinard, representative of the Government of Dominica, for sharing the expertise with us today. Your profound knowledge and vision have truly enriched an understanding of the challenges and opportunities in the financial sector. Your contribution has been instrumental in inspiring us to strive for excellency and innovation. We are immensely grateful for your presence and your wisdom you have shared with us today. Mr. Shannon Bedminster, as a representative of the Financial Secretary and the Government of Dominica, thank you for compelling insight, diligence, and the role that you have played throughout the year. Okay? Our minority shareholders, the Social Security, your presence, your support for the years have not gone unrecognized. We appreciate the value you have provided. His Excellency, Martin Charles, Chairman of the 8 Bank Board of Directors, thanks for your insightful statement on the operation of the bank. This has added immense appreciation of the bank's contribution to the economic development and the positive outlook of the bank in the next tragic year. To the directors of the bank and the bank's management team, sincere thanks for your dedication, commitment, and collaboration throughout the financial year. Furthermore, I cannot overlook the dedication and hard work of the staff who have worked diligently to ensure the delivery of the optimal customer service. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you would have agreed with me, for the lovely rendition of Miss Cyrus. She led the national anthem with pride of Dominica. And to our Princess of Song, Mrs. Michelle Henderson Del Sol, for the superb delivery that she made on us today. To our customers, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to our esteemed clients who have placed their trust in us and made our success possible. Your partnership and collaboration are the driving force behind our efforts to support development and prosperity in the areas that we've served. We are committed to providing you with the innovative financial solution and unwavering support in achieving your goals. Thank you for choosing us as your partner in development. Last but not least, I would like to express gratitude to all the partners, stakeholders, and attendees for affording us the pleasure of your company here today. As we conclude this annual general meeting, let's carry forward the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and progress that have been fostered here today. Let's continue to work together towards creating a brighter and more sustainable future for all. Thank you again to everyone who have played a part in making this AGM a memorable one. We look forward to your continued support and participation in the future endeavor. Thank you, everyone.
Well, one last thank you. Thanks all for your attention and for the interaction that we had. At this point, the meeting is being adjourned, and we invite you to share with us refreshments at the back and to mail around with us a little before you leave, because you may be looking to make appointments for somebody you know or for yourself to come to the Aid Bank to do some business. So thank you and have a great day, everyone.
That's how we have come to the end of this broadcast here at the State House Conference Room in Roseau, Dominica, the annual general meeting of the Agricultural, Industrial and Development Bank. Today we heard from a number of key persons. We heard from the General Manager acting. We also heard from the Chairman of the Board of Directors, His Excellency Martin Charles. We also heard from Michael Henderson Delsol. The featured address was given by Honorable Darren Pinard. And also we heard from, of course, the Deputy Chairperson Director, Simpson Gregoire. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks for watching. And we do invite you to stay tuned to Carrier FM. The other part of the program, the business session, will include the confirmation of minutes of the 29th annual general meeting. Also, it will include to receive the reports of the auditors and directors and to consider the auditors or audited financial statements for the year ended June 30th, 2023. Also, to declare dividend on shares, to elect directors to serve on the board, to fix remuneration of directors, to also appoint auditors for the year ended June 30th, 2024, and any other business that will conclude, which is the business session. So we again have to leave from here. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned, and thanks to Fine Foods Dominica for allowing us the time at 10:30. We now invite you to stay tuned for the Fine Foods program coming up at 11:30. Back to Master Control. I am Steve Vidal saying good morning and goodbye.